Okay. HPV.
Here we go.
Okay. Human Papillomavirus. I love the name, first of all. I do. I feel like,
Okay.
well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Papillomavirus, it almost sounds like the word for butterfly in French, which is
Oh.
papillon. So
I like that word a lot better. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. That's just, I always think of it as the butterfly virus. I know that's not what it is. It makes it sound so much cuter than it is. But here's the thing. The CDC reports that 79 million people in the United States have HPV. And it is one of the most common STDs in the United States. And I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tracy, but you and I are at an age where when we were kids, teens, and we were getting, vaccinations for, whatever it was that you had to get vaccinated for before you went to high school, before you went to college, we didn't have the HPV vaccine.
No, yeah, I missed it. I ended up getting it because it was when it first came out and I asked for it, but I was actually too old and I had already had HPV when I got it, and so it was this moot. And the vaccine, which everyone should get it, if you're of age, it only prevents against certain types of HPV, mainly the types that can prevent cervical cancer. When I got it, it wasn't all of the types that prevented cervical cancer. So I still ended up getting HPV that was a strain that can cause cervical cancer. It's kind of a hassle to have to deal with. Usually, for me, the doctor was like, oh, it'll go away in 2 to 3 years. But for me, it was 3 years. So I had to get a LEAP procedure done, which isn't the most fun, I would say. It did get rid of all of the precancerous cells, which obviously which is great, but if it is a hassle to have to deal with. So if it's avoidable, then yes, I would do whatever you can.
I mean, literally everything that you just said, it's most of the time the virus, doesn't cause symptoms. It's dormant. And like you said, there are so many different strains of HPV. The vaccine, which by the way is changing all the time. It's kind of
okay.
It's
That's good to know.
Because it's like getting a flu shot. It's like, when you get a flu shot every year, it prevents you from, based off of their research from the previous year, but a flu also evolves and it changes. I realize we're talking a lot about vaccines, and this is a time when we're all, yearning for a specific vaccine to come on the market.
Yeah.
But I mean, genital warts, they're usually painless. It can be kind of, it can feel a little uncomfortable, embarrassing, but when you're talking about facing a virus that can also cause cancer of the cervix, anus, vagina, penis, mouth, I mean, there's bigger things to think about and worry about. Sure. And if it's just the tiniest thing that can prevent that, why not investigate it a little bit further? And obviously, as with any STD, your risk of contracting it increases with each new partner that you have. Sure. And that's not to shame anybody whatsoever for the amount of partners you have, or if you're just having casual sex, that is totally fine. But I think anybody, well, I'd like to say that, but I'd like to hope that anybody who is choosing to have casual sex with multiple partners is taking the necessary precautions to avoid things like bacteria, HPV, any other types of STDs and STIs.